Natalie Marshall, also known as the MotherPlucker, is simply the best mother plucking eyebrow specialist I know. I hope you get the chance to try her out for yourself. We talk about why she left her career in television to start a business in beauty. I learned that working for yourself and doing what you love is surprisingly simple.
Some people are quite eccentric and they like having a look that's really over the top. So if you think of, say, Zara Rhodes or, I'm trying to think, some people intentionally have a unique look, and that's absolutely fine.
Right.
If that's that theme that you want to keep going, that you want to look uniquely different every day, it's absolutely fine. So if you think of somebody who has a look that's kind of like a punk, or there's lots of different images where someone's doing it intentionally. So I kind of think being comfortable in anything you wear on your skin, on your body, is the key. And by comfortable, I don't mean lazy. Lazy is different, you know. We all feel comfortable in sweats and gym clothes, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's a time and a place. Going to the gym, walking your dog, that's fine. If you do find that you're just a casual person, so you do want a little bit of makeup, you don't want too much, then you go for a natural look. So pick neutral colours, pick browns, pinks if you've got Caucasian skin tone, but very subtle pinks. I think one of the most wonderful things women can do and to give themselves independence, even with something like a wedding, I actually say to my brides when they approach me, consider having a makeup lesson. You may not need me. Considering in 2 years from nothing, I didn't have any publicising budget, I had no business plan whatsoever, and I went to the bank and everyone told me that you can't open business accounts without business plans. A load of rubbish. I went to the bank and I was completely honest with them, and I said to them, I do not want to borrow any money of you, but I do want a business account, and I want to be able to take payments from my clients by card.
Right.
I want to give them that ability, but I'm not asking you for a loan. I just want to have a legit business account where all of my business finances will go into to help me keep my books. And the bank said, that's absolutely fine.
How did you come up with the name MotherPlucker?
Oh, my sister, she's crazy. She's a writer. She's absolutely wonderful. And we were just sitting there and we were talking about, oh, you know, Natalie, you're getting really popular now. You really need to have a name for a business. And I'm not good at catchy things like names or anything like that. And lots of names were shouted out. And she came up with, the MotherPlucker, you've got to do that. Because the first thing, even though I'd done makeup first, I was getting more and more clients via eyebrows. And I think the reason why eyebrows did so well, very quick, similar to what I was saying about, you know, a working mum can get her eyebrows done, but she may not necessarily have the time to get her eyelash extensions done because they're slightly more expensive and it takes more time. It's not as practical.
So it's for events, isn't it?
Yeah. I literally just went to sleep one day, and it's a bit ridiculous, but it always sticks in my mind. And I think about this Kevin Costner film, Field of Dreams, and he kind of had a ghost. I think it was his dad who kept telling him that he had to build this baseball field.
That film.
And everyone said, why are you doing this? It was a little bit like Noah's Ark, where God was telling Noah to make an ark. And he kept saying, if you build it, they will come. And for me, that is my mantra. If I build it, they will come. I turned my spare room into a treatment room. They came. It's a risk I had to take. I would buy products, you know, I would buy the whole shellac kit, not knowing if the clients would come. I would ask my clients if they were interested in having their nails done, but that wouldn't guarantee they'd turn up. But I kind of believe that if I invested in myself, I knew I was spending £3,500 on this course.
Right.
I couldn't mess up.
Which was from your savings or?
I took a huge gamble. I used a credit card.
Wow.
And I just, it couldn't go wrong. And if it had gone wrong, the only way it could have gone wrong is I didn't put enough time and effort in.
So you took a credit card loan to fund your course?
Yeah. If I gave it 100% and I made sure that I gave my clients a very good service and made them feel very welcome and comfortable, they've returned. If I build it, they will come, and I believe it.
Straight out of school, your first client, did you feel as confident?
I didn't feel confident at all, but I was very lucky. A lot of my first clients were friends. Also, a lot of people let me practice on them. I know a lot of people that left that course, they weren't sure what to do. They went straight back to their normal job and they stalled because they didn't get any hands-on experience straight away. And I just ran with it. and took the other experience that I had from other jobs as well and kind of put it all into one. And I think all of it helped me. It was a catalyst for me to actually move so quickly into this field. TV. And a lot of people were very surprised that even though I had contacts in TV, I didn't choose to do TV. And I thought, let's be realistic. To keep my turnover going realistically, it's better to aim for real women who actually have needs every day. I knew if all else failed, I was very good at being a coordinator. Right. It may not have been my favourite role, but I knew that I was very good at it. And so everybody it's a bit cocksure, but I knew if it failed, I'd get another job back in those. I could go back to TV. I knew enough people if the worst case scenario came, and I could definitely go back to education.
So you would say that to people, try what it is you love, and if it doesn't work, you can always fall back on what you know.
Yeah.
And that will give you the confidence to go for it.
And big deal. And if you've mentally accepted that in your head, nobody should be able to embarrass you or make you feel so silly that you feel too ashamed to go back to what you have. A terrible thing I think in this world is, and for women especially, women rule their life by shame, and it's really awful. And it's from all cultures. You'll find that women will stay with men that abuse them because they're embarrassed. Women will stay in jobs that are not adequate. It's not fine, but they would be embarrassed to not be in a job, and shame holds us back so much. You know, personal issues. Women will be in really bad situations and they would actually rather stay in the awful situation than just have a hint of embarrassment that won't last long.